So welcome to another episode of Tackle News, and in this particular episode I'm going to be covering some new bait finesse releases, and a couple of these releases are quite extreme enough to warrant an entire video. So let's get started. Now the first bit of tackle we're going to cover is going to be two new reels from Histar. The Histar, what is this, the GU Dragon, and I'll let you guys take a better look at this reel. Apparently it's Year of the Dragon in China, and they're coming out with this limited edition BFS reel. And then we have the GU 99, and this is the reel I'm interested in. Let me let you guys take a better look at it. Now both of these reels are basically upgraded versions of the already extreme Aurora Air, which I've done a couple of videos on. But the GU 99, the one I'm interested in, is called 99 because it's supposed to weigh only 99 grams. So if you thought that the Aurora Air was an extreme reel coming in at what, 114 or 115 grams, right around 4 ounces, the GU 99 is supposedly only 3.5 ounces, because that's what 99 grams roughly converts to. So somehow Histar, or whoever makes this reel, they have managed to take off an entire half an ounce of weight from an already extremely lightweight reel, and I am very curious as to how they did that. But let's see if we can get more information on this reel. Alright, so 99 gram BFS, PCCF carbon, 4 kilos of drag, 3D dynamic suspension magnetic system. Okay. Okay, so they're claiming that the spools on these reels are going to be 3.2 grams and 3.5 grams, claiming to be able to cast 0.2 gram lure. I highly doubt that, but let's see here. And let's see if we can get some bigger pictures. All right, let's check out this GU 99. Look at that. Much better color scheme in my opinion. It's bright silver with orange trim pieces like that spool tension. The knobs look to be metal with orange inserts in the ends there. So another good look at it. Now this reel has been out for a few weeks now. I noticed it, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because I have a trip coming up, and I'm going to wait till I come back from vacation before I order pretty much all 3 of these reels I'm going to show you. Okay, so new style aluminum spool called PAMS, which I have no idea what that means. Looks like the braking system is going to be the same as the Aurora Air. Not surprising. New fish catch alarm system, so I guess they updated the drag clicker. Super aluminum plate. So I guess the main gear has been probably milled and ported out to an extreme amount in order to save that weight, especially since they're going with these metal knobs. So the 99 looks to be the one with the 3.2 gram spool, claiming to be able to cast 0.2 grams. So this might be some kind of a new technology, because as you can see by the spool, there are no portholes. Non-perforated thinner treatment. So they're showing us the, I guess, wall thickness, or no, it's not right. But anyway, the GU 99 is going to have the lighter spool, and the Year of the Dragon is going to have the slightly heavier spool. Yeah, I like the Year of the Dragon reel as well, but I think the 99 is going to be the one for me. the Year of the Dragon edition is going to be still much lighter than the standard Histar Aurora Air, coming in at 104 grams. But as you can see here, they're kind of trying to cover themselves by saying that the body or the reel is going to weigh 99 grams plus or minus 2 grams. That's hilarious. Okay, 5+1 bearing. So basically these are just even more extreme versions of the Histar Aurora Air, which was previously the most extreme BFS reel in the world, which shows you just how fast China is advancing. It's almost scary. I mean, how much longer until, you know, you get a 1 gram spool, if that's possible. Here's a look at the GU99, same brake system as the Aurora Air, as you can see here. So hopefully they have fixed the tolerance slop that was in the handle of the Histar Aurora Air. But you can see these prices on these reels. $54.82 for the 99 and $52.03 for the Year of the Dragon edition. So these are extremely cheap. Is there some kind of sale going on right now? Because when the 99 first came out, it was like $100. But anyway, I do plan on getting the 99 probably in a month or two. But it's time to move on to the next BFS reel, which is probably even more extreme in some ways. So let's check it out. That reel is the new DuPont material Kastking Valiant Eagle Pro. Well, I should say Valiant Eagle 2 Pro. This reel is coming in at $81.11, at least at this particular store. So the price has pretty much stayed the same as the original Valiant Eagle. But let's take a closer look at this reel and let me show you why I think I'm going to get one of these as well. Now, this is a different reel in a lot of ways. It's not the same reel you're going to find on Tackle Warehouse, that black and red one, I should say. 11+1 bearings. Now this looks to be a CGI image, but the color looks to be some kind of a dark purple. The weight is under 28 grams, so about an ounce heavier than the GU99, so about 4.5 grams, which I believe the original Valiant Eagle was as well. But it says new DuPont material. But the frame, the brake adjustment dial, the knobs are pretty much exactly the same as the original Valiant Eagle. Showing you where all the bearings are located. Fly out arc FINESSE braking system. So apparently there's supposed to be, I guess, some kind of a new improvement to this brake system. Now, in case you didn't know, the original Valiant Eagle as well as the Kestrel Elite, for more, I guess, seasoned BFS veterans, the braking was a little too much. So hopefully they've done something to remedy that. It says lower startup inertia for 0.5 gram of casting. So not quite as extreme of a claim as the GU99, but it's explaining the dynamic brake system. 6 kilos big drag power, which you don't need in a bait finesse reel. So some kind of a fancy graphite or plastic. It says DuPont Cycron material. Anyone who knows what that is, let me know in the comments. But it says the strength tensile wise went up 27%, compressive strength went up 11.8%, and impact resistance went up 75%. Now, of course, take all this with a grain of salt because, you know, they can throw all these numbers out, but how can we prove it? Okay, looks like Gonna have a combination of a brass pinion with an aluminum main gear, tapered line guide, 37.5 millimeter tall frame, which is just a little bit higher than the Histar GU 99. 8.4 to 1 gear ratio only. Now this is something new. The handle does not have the red inserts, and they have come out with a much better looking, more aggressive drag star. Okay, so it says 8 upgrades. So the Valiant Eagle 2, which is the one that's for sale here in America at Taco Warehouse, versus the new Valiant Eagle Pro. So the Pro is a little bit lighter, as you can see, 135 grams versus 128 for the Pro. The material, I guess real material, is nylon on the Valiant Eagle 2. The Pro is the new DuPont Cycron material. Wow, spool weight. Here's the reason why I am going to pick up one of these Valiant Eagle Pros. 5.6 grams for the 2, but only 4 grams for the Pro. So they have somehow managed to lop off 1.6 grams off the spool. And this 5.6 grams is with the bearing for the Valiant Eagle 2. So I'm assuming that this 4 grams is also with the bearing. Okay, lure weight for 1 gram for the 2. Half a gram for the Pro. They up the drag power, which is not needed. Drag clicker. Apparently they are touting a new 5th generation drag clicker for the Pro. Higher bearing count. And Star Drag, old version, new carbon 5 star. 80 millimeter handle. More specs. So if you look at this picture, the color is still very similar to the original Valiant Eagle, but it's a little darker, a little more purple instead of that brown color. Yeah, there's a better picture of it right there. Looks very much like one of the older Shimano Scorpions from Japan. Now, I think I saw somewhere that the spool on this reel without the bearing was somewhere in the 2.5 gram range. I saw that somewhere. Apparently it's not on this particular advertisement, but that's the main reason why I'm going to be picking up one of these Valiant Eagle Pros. But yeah, if I can find that picture that I saw, I will put it up on the screen for you guys. But let's check out this last reel. Something that a lot of you guys might be interested in. Now, I shouldn't be surprised by this, but Purelure has come out with a new low profile DC BFS reel. And I guess it's called the MIEC Silver Feather instead of the, I guess, Smart DC, which is the one I have. And this is basically a budget version of that Silver Feather Smart DC reel that I have. And let's check it out. So it's $172.09, at least at this store. I think Don Kun Fishing had a promotion recently. I don't know if it's still going on, but it was, much cheaper than this. So if you're interested in this, I go check out Don Kun Fishing's website. But this is kind of like a far easier, simpler DC reel to use than the first Silver Feather Smart DC that had the app connectivity. So it says dual mode selection. All right, let's see if we can see more info on this reel. And I do plan on getting one. Okay, made by DMK, of course. DMK makes every DC reel coming out of China, in case you didn't know. So if you see a DC reel, whether it's low profile or round, it is made by DMK. So this reel is black. Recommended bait weight 1 to 15 grams. 146 grams in weight. Max drag 5 kilo. 8.5 to 1 gear ratio. Okay, intelligent digital brake control. Okay, we're not interested in that. So hopefully you guys can see this, but it looks like the reel is glossy black for the frame, and then everything else is like a matte black. Alright, let's see here. System mode, introduction, operating instructions. So it looks like scanning. This reel doesn't have app connectivity. Everything is going to be controlled by this dial. You're going to have 2 different modes, and then I guess within each mode you have various fine-tuning adjustments. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. At least 17 dots here, assuming those are fine-tune adjustments within each brake mode. So the brake modes are professional mode and normal mode. Professional mode lighting up this pinkish purple. Normal mode is going to be blue. I like that 2-light system they got there. That looks really good. Okay, there's the DC unit. Carbon fiber side cover. Aluminum frame. There's the bearing count. Okay, so here's the spool and some deceptive marketing. Bare spool weight 2.3 grams, but with the bearing and the braking mechanism and the pin and the shaft, you're looking at 9.58 grams. And now it's coming with an aluminum handle instead of carbon fiber like on the more expensive version, but luckily for you guys, if you're getting this, it looks like it's coming with the same knobs as the Smart DC, but just not as fancy looking. But these knobs are extremely soft and comfortable. Here's a maintenance hole. Yeah, so definitely a dumbed down budget version of the much more expensive Smart DC reel. Doesn't have app connectivity or all those different functions you can control in the app, like turning off the sound and the micro adjustments on the brakes and all the different casting modes. But to be honest, you don't really need all that. And another good thing is that it's coming with that next level line guide. It's extremely thin, and it looks like it's also titanium nitride coated. So yeah, if you ever wanted a FINESSE DC reel that's low profile, but you didn't want to get that, you know, almost $300 Smart DC, then this is a much cheaper alternative and much simpler to use as well. And I'm definitely going to be getting one once I come back from my vacation. Okay, so the last bit of tackle is something I saw on Tackle Warehouse just a couple of days ago, and I was really surprised. But let me show you this rod. And this is a Daiwa rod. Got new items, new rods, and boom, we have a new Daiwa Presso air casting rods available here in America. And let's check these out. Fortunately, I can't really blow these pictures up too big, but it looks like a trout reel with a split grip handle. Now, I don't know if this is real wood or not, but over in Japan, the Presso lineup is the trout fishing lineup for Daiwa. There's some more pictures. And this rod is $199. Now they come in 2 lengths, 5'10", which is ultralight power, fast action. And then they have a 6'8", which they call light power, regular taper. Now before you go on and just add one of these to the cart and place an order, because I know there's a sale going on, just want to let you know that according to this information, both of these reels have solid carbon tips, which Daiwa calls Mega Top. So if you hate solid tip rods, then you probably are not going to like these. But let's look at these ratings. So one is considered ultralight and one is considered light, fast taper, regular taper, but both have the same lure rating, 1/16 of an ounce to 3/8 of an ounce. 11 guys plus tip, blah blah blah. But yeah, I mean, if you're into trout and panfish, you're hardcore Daiwa. Looks like they brought over some Presso air casting rods to match up with your reels. Now, I personally am not going to get any of these, but I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention because I know bait finesse is just growing by leaps and bounds, and knowing all your options is always good. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this episode of Tackle News, and it's going to be a very expensive one for me, seeing as I'm going to buy 3 reels very soon. But let me know in the comments if you plan on getting any of these reels or this rod. Alright guys, thanks a lot.